morning. We're actually broadcasting. All right, this is a morning song, and we're going to sing some songs, mostly because we never sing in the morning. Mostly musicians sleep till noon. We stay up playing late at night outside around the fireplace, and then we sleep till noon. But this morning, we're going to sing songs, and so when I sing songs here, I always sing fun songs. And we're going to start off with my fave, which is Miss Magdalena Hagalina Okanaka Wakataka. Okanokapoka was her name. And some of you probably never heard of her, right? You? Did you ever hear of Magdalena Hagalina Okanaka Wakataka? Okanokapoka was her name? You did? Okay. You don't have to worry about that. And that's her name. And if you want to try to sing that, you can. It's not that hard. But anyway, Magdalena has very unusual physical characteristics, and all you have to do is fill in the missing word at the end of each verse. And it's pretty easy. It's not that hard at all. And if you think that it's a funny word, it probably might be. Give me a C chord there. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. You can try it. Go ahead. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. Here we go. She had two hairs on the top of her head. One was brown and the other was red. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. She had two teeth in the middle of her mouth. One pointed north, the other pointed south. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. She had two holes in the middle of her nose. One was open, the other was closed. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. And she had long hair hanging down her back. The ends were yellow, but the roots were black. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. She had a big wart on the end of her chin. She said it was a dimple, but dimples poke. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. She had two eyes with her nose in between. One eye was blue, the other was green. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. Let's see now. She did her teeth already, right? Arms. She had two arms like baseball bats. One was skinny, but the other was Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. And she had two bumps on the middle of her knees. One bump coughed, the other bump Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. Well, she had 2 feet, size 11 and a half. One took a shower whilst the other took a Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. She had 2 toenails in the middle of her toe. One grew fast while the other grew Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. Started there. She had 2 hips like battleships. One stayed at home while the other took trips. Yep. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. I'm sorry, but this is the end of Magdalena's song. But you can get her on the internet at mag.com. Yep. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. Couple more. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. One more. Magdalena, Hagalina, Okanaka, Wakataka, Okanokapoka was her name. There's something humming there. What is there? Some kind of feedback coming there. Yeah. Still. Well, it's about my favorite song. And you can make up verses, and if you have one that you already know, write down a piece of paper and come up here and put a $20 bill, and I'll announce that you made up one, and now you're an author. No, but I'm just saying you can make up your own, and sometimes they're about other parts of the body, and that's okay. We don't mind. Yeah, ears. We need an ears one. Could be glasses too. Could be anything that's on there, you know. Freckles. I never. Oh well. We're going to have another song here. I think I'm going to tell you about another song that's about an old girlfriend I had years ago. Actually, I was young once, and I had girlfriends and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't always bald and stuff. And this is a girl named Eve and Annie. And Eve and Annie, you hear about people with speech problems, but she had a speech embellishment. And it made her sound better, I think, than most people. Well, I got a gal named Annie, and she's mine, all mine. But little Eve and Annie, she has a terrible time. Cause when I call her on the phone to ask her for a date, before I get an answer, I always have to wait. Pick me up at 8. Just like that. Well, I took Annie riding. We went to the park. We ended up in Lover's Lane, sitting in the dark. So I asked Annie for a kiss, and I looked into her eyes. Before then she would answer me, I'd already kissed her twice, cause she went. Sure was nice. Well, I took her to a restaurant, thought I'd give her a treat. When the waiter asked us, what would we like to eat? So I tried to order for both of us, but then I thought I'd die. When that waiter asked her what dessert she'd like to try, and she said, a little piece of pie, please. Well, they used to laugh at Annie because she'd eat that way. And it took about an hour to hear what she had to say. But things ain't like they used to be. Nobody's laughing now. You all try. But everybody's even. Annie's showing us how we all go. Lil Eve and Annie. Hey. You can text on your gizmo there on YouTube and look up a pair of famous singers from back in the days of a show called Hee Haw, and they were called the Hambone Brothers. And one of them would do the hambone. He'd go. And what that was, see, is music you could make, and you didn't need an instrument. You didn't have to buy anything. No flutes, no microphones, no guitars, violins, no rosin, no music stands, none of that. That's the truth. So we got another song for you now, and I know all of you are 7 years old and you are tired of a thing called nursery rhymes, and I have it's good reasoning. And today it's kind of silly, like if you have a pet, say, and somebody tells you a nursery rhyme that says like, old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. The wood she got there, the cupboard was bare. So what happens? You don't feed the dog. So the poor dog had none. Now, man, what are you teaching your kids, right? So you got this figured out what to do with these. You throw them out the window. That's what you do with them. You throw them out the window totally, and you probably already know and have heard these, and if not, then some of you older kids can help out. But we'll do that one just to give you an idea how this song works. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. Like, look at that dog. Would you do that to your dog? Well, when she got there, the cupboard was bare, so she threw it out the window, the second story window. With a heave and a hoe and a mighty throw, we threw it out the window. All right.
Nursery rhyme.
See, wagging tail over there, I'm glad that we're not going to do that. So, we need a nursery rhyme.
You know any nursery rhyme?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men, they threw him out the window, the second story window. With a heave and a hoe and a mighty throw, they threw him out the window. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. That's cottage cheese. Along came a spider and sat down beside her, and she threw it out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. She threw it out the window. Anybody got one out there? Anybody remembers them nursery? You've forgotten nursery school because, yes. What? You got one? Shout it out. There's old little Jack Horner sat in the corner. This is rude, but it's okay. Eating his Christmas pie. Stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum and threw it out the window. With a heaving hole and a mighty throw. He threw it out the window. There's more. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown and threw it out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. He threw it out the window. We're getting on it now. You can see how this works. Anybody else got one? Don't be shy. If you're shy, just go like this and talk, and I won't see you and you won't see me. Huh? Oh, Jack be nimble, Jack. You gotta do this in twice. Jack jumped over the candlestick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, and throw it out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. He threw it out the window. Who's the one that was the gardener? Who's? Oh, was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. What'd she do to them?
Fed them. Fed them and bed them.
Fed them and fed them, and brushed her nasty teeth. Threw them out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and mighty throw. She threw them out the window. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and threw him out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. He threw him out the window. Got another one?
Hickory.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down and threw it out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. He threw it out the window. See, these old things, these old folk things are still useful, and you can just recycle them like this. You got one? Who's?
Jack?
The Jack, how's the Jack and the Beanstalk one go out?
That's a nice story.
It's a story one. Let's do a different one, but there is one about Jack. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in the tub, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in the tub. Let's throw them out the window.
Good idea.
The second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. They throw them out the window. You got 'em. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife, couldn't keep her, put her in a pumpkin shell. Let's throw him out the window, a second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. They throw him out the window. And this is also a song you can sing for long rides in the car. You got one back there? Louder? I can do this, Mary Mac, Miss Mary Mac. My love is making me Mary Mac. Miss Mary. How does it go? Well, throw it out the window anyway. The second story window. You can't do it worse than that. All right, girl, we'll throw it out the window. You can heave them all out the window.
Mother Goose. Mother Goose.
You know, I don't know Mother Goose. She's the one who wrote all this dumb stuff. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece, that's its hair, white as snow, just like you. Everywhere that Mary went, she threw it out the window, the second story window, with a heaving hole and a mighty throw. She threw it out the window. You can see this could go on ad nauseum.
Yeah,
you know?
it's starting to get that way.
It gets that way.
Yeah, that's one more.
One more, he's got one more. Shout it out. Who? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, we'll throw it out the window, the second story window, with a heave and a hoe and a mine drill. We'll throw it out the window. Ah.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
It turns into a regular sort of like barn production. It'd be Broadway if you're on Broadway, but it's festival barn production. And you can't rehearse stuff like that. You just have to make it up as you go. Now, I think it's time. That'd be a little hamburger here. If you want to sing,
No, go for it.
I think it's time in the show that we do one of the things that you're not going to get from the other performers, because I don't play a banjo, for one thing, or guitar, and he doesn't ham bone. So he always goes up there, and I'll do a little ham bone for you. If you haven't seen it, don't worry, it's not really catchy. But if you like it, I'll show you how to do it in the end. It's a kind of music where you don't have a fiddle or a guitar or any stuff, you just have this. So, shh, hush up there, and come up here and listen to some ham bone. You will be ham bonified. All right, if you haven't got a good ham bone, then get you a hock and cook it with some beans and you'll have it. You hear that all right? You push me way up on the game there as much as you can. You can't really get on it. You can only be so close. Push it up till it starts to, if it starts to squeal, tell them, okay?
Like this?
No, you don't want that one. Yes, is there another one?
That's it. Gotcha.
Put that one right in the middle of here, so it's going to pick up. Turn, can you push him up as much as you can possibly do it? He's going to push the gain up a lot, so don't. It's not. If it hurts, holler, okay? But ham bone's not very loud, so you got to be a little quiet. How's that? Is that better? I think we're getting there. All right, we shall begin. Put your hands like so. And see, part of the ham bone is praying. All you got to do is go like this. Can't resist it, just go with the flow. This is the dog paddle. You notice they always manage, but they never make any noise. Do like this, whether it's praying or clapping, we like it. So we all do this good. If you do it so that you get a little pop, and it sounds like this. If you put that close to your nose, you'll feel that it makes air come out of there, right? There's air coming out of there. Make your mouth into the shape of oh. But just hold the shape, don't make a sound, and then go. success. The important thing is to keep breathing. But while you're doing though, you have to just not breathe for a second, either in or out. Now, another way to do that is take your hand like so. Close up the fingers like so. Put it gently upon your lips, like so. And now, what you want to do is contemplate and say, oh my. But just do the O part. Oh. And then take your hand and go like that. Not too soft, but not too hard. How many got one? If you got the popping noise, show your neighbor how you did it. Sometimes you'll do better getting your neighbor to do it. When I was a little kid back in the 50s, we used to watch old movies, and there was a fellow who was a character actor, and he would flick his heels and go really good. And he had a handlebar mustache. So I figured if I was going to go anywhere in showbiz, I'd better learn how to click my heels, but I got rubber shoes, so they didn't do it. But I can still go. Now, if you were to think a song, like say you were to think a song like, say, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Just to think it in your mind, it just goes. Now, if you were to go, all you have to do to get that is to think the song. You don't have to sing it, just try it. It's a leap of faith, I know, but you can do it. You just go. That's Twinkle, right? That's Twinkle, that's 2 twinkles in a row. All I did was think, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, enough of that. Now, this is what you need to know. Like that, like that. Wow, come up here and do that, will you? Will you come right up here and do that? Doing hula hoop, in case you didn't know, involves, I just mean this little bitty one here, but you're doing it too, you come up here. Sit right here. You're going to be my guinea pig, come up here. You too. You do that. Now this takes the thing that, as you see, it can be developed in all people. It's called rhythm. When you go walking somewhere, you got rhythm. When you can hula hoop, you have rhythm. When you can hula hoop that good, you have real good rhythm. Thank you. Now watch what we're going to do. This girl, you're right on a horse. She's already ridden on a horse, so you're going to know that a horse sounds sort of like this. And if you've never ridden on a horse, that's what I want you to do. Can you do it? You're going to just go. Bring that one too. Go like this. Bring that hand and go. Make that one do it too. Big lock. Yeah. That's it. Not too hard. Now do it so the horse is just kind of walking along. He's not trying to knock you off with a branch or nothing, right? Horses can do stuff. But if you want this horse to go real slow, just make it go like this, real big. Now it's hardly going anywhere and you're kind of wishing it would do better, right? If they go too slow, it's not much fun. So to make it go faster, you just kick them in the ribs or something, don't you? What do you do to horses to get them to go faster? You just give them a little poke in their ribs and then they'll go. Try that. Now if you want them to go faster, this horse, you get them smaller and go. Then you get them really fast. Yippee! Oh, Silver! But watch out if there's a branch or something, you better duck your head. I never do it. All right, we're getting close to our apex here. One more song. All right, come on, John. They got one more song.
Just pull off the polyrolling.
Well, I do have one. Do you like riddles? I have one dumb riddle. Riddles are good because they make you think about stuff that's not important at all. Oh, yeah, turn that thing down. I forgot. Here's the riddle. How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus? How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus? How come? It's because it has tentacles. That's exactly right. Tentacles. What was the other option there?
We don't have.
We got Magdalena. You went out the window. All right, this is a dance song we played last night. You missed it, but it's a good one. It's called the Polly Wolly Doodle All the Day. There's a lot of songs that don't have words that mean a doggone thing, and this is one of them from way back when. But you had a lot of time to sing, so you're all about to start your daytime classes, and I want to say thank you for coming to Morning Song, especially for doing the Magdalena words. You're welcome to make up new ones and send them to us here at care of the John C. Campbell Folk School, even if they're somewhat off color, you know, because that happens. So here we go. It ain't tight enough. I have one more riddle, and this one you can just contemplate, and if you know the answer, come here at the end and whisper it, and you'll get a free CD. It's a simple linguistic riddle, and it's this. Mulch and munch have much in common. What is it? Grasshopper sitting on the railroad track singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Picking his teeth with a carpet tack singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my very face. Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Anybody got it? Same grasshopper sitting on a sweet potato vine singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Along come a chicken and said he's mine singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Very well, very well, very well, my very face. Along the Louisiana, Louisiana singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Very well, very well, very well, my very bed. I'm going to Louisiana, going to sing Louisiana, Polly Wolly Doodle all day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody got the riddle? It's very obvious. Mulch and munch have much in common. Tell me what it means. Take a guess.